the way things used to be. Now everybody's all feminists and everything, thinking they shouldn't have to do anything, and men should bow down to them, and men should cuck out, and any man stands up for himself is a toxic male, and that's just that's not right. Women should embrace their roles as being housewives and stuff, but they don't want to. They'd rather just be a lesbian and act like a man and stuff, and then not let men be men, but they want to be the men, female men. It's just that's why they don't like Donald Trump, because he embraces his role as a father and grandfather and president of the United States, and he basically takes the reins on his family. He is the top brass because he is the grandfather and he is the founder of all those of his companies, his hotels. He is the foundation of what keeps the country strong. Is capitalism, which Democrats don't like, and you know what? There has to be capitalism and to be advancement and just things that we all like, just all the products we like. Otherwise, we're going to live like a third world piece of crap, like the Democrats want. They want to live top brass, but they want the rest of us to live in socialism, and then they'll live in gated communities. But while you have to live on stacked housing, and the homeless problem, I live in California, and the homeless problem we have in our county, oh, they're trying to address it now. They are after the problem has exploded because the Democrats are being blamed for a lot of the homelessness in this state. And frankly, it is because they've taken industry and factories out, and there's just now no work for people. And it's expensive to live here. So a lot of people are ended up having to live in a tent. And it's a lot of times it's not their fault. It's just economics, and there's no jobs, hardly any jobs available because all the jobs are being snatched up and the wages are low and people can't afford rents. That's not cool. And right now, the Democrats are not going to fund Trump's wall because they said it's immoral. No, it's not. We can't afford to have more people coming in this country when we can barely afford to pay for the people that are already impoverished that live in the streets. Yeah, and Gavin Newsom is finally addressing the homeless problem. And I don't know if he could fix it because it's so bad. And he's trying to repair what's left of their party. But I think at this point, it's almost too late. The problems are so massive in this state that it would take decades for him to try to fix this. The poverty and the gang members and all this other garbage that goes on in this state. You know, the welfare state. He wants to make it a sanctuary state, which he already has. And that's just going to add to the problem and the crime and the just the massive amounts of problems that are going to come with it. Gavin Newsom, if he's smart, he will be in lockstep with the president on bringing jobs back and closing the border and building a damn wall. That we need to do. If he wants to really care about the homeless in his state, Mr. Newsom, if he cares about the homeless, that's what he'll do. He'll get in lockstep with Donald Trump in order to help the people that are here in this country that are suffering and are homeless. A lot of it's not their fault because there's a lot of kids that are homeless too. In the county I live in, a lot of the homeless are little kids. That that's why the problem is becoming very, very devastating. It's not just adults; there's kids too. So Trump wants to build a wall, and Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats are still saying they're not going to fund it. Trump needs to declare a national emergency right now because they're not going to fund his wall, or our wall, I should say, the wall for everybody. So Trump needs to declare a national emergency, or it's going to keep getting worse. We got these caravans. Who knows when they're going to get here? They could be here now. He needs to build the damn wall and get the military down there to help him do it. And there's people that are willing to volunteer to help. So I hope he gets on board. I hope he gets on board soon. That's all I can say. But, Ann Coulter, I guess a lot of people are pissed off at her. But in a way, she's lighting a fire under his butt because he doesn't like what she's tweeting out. But it's like, it's almost a necessary evil to get Trump to do what he needs to do. That's what the people want. And Trump really needs to fulfill that promise to build the wall. And we're behind him 100% if he does it. If he funds that wall with the national emergency, take Al Chapo's money if he has to.